Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Sir Alex Ferguson Challenge with West Ham. In today's episode we will review the start of our Premier League season. We've got the Champions League group stage draw to go through right now, and then we'll also play an Everton in the Premier League. So we're at the Champions League group stage draw. We are seeded first because of course we won the Premier League. So we'll get through, we'll find out which group we are going to be placed in. We are in Group F. So, second seeded pot, who do I want? I would actually probably like Juventus, I think. I don't want Man United. Well, I can't get Man United. There's a lot of big teams in the second pot. Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Inter Milan with Godwin Sunday. I want to avoid at all, if at all possible. So we'll just draw it through. We'll see who we get. We've got Juventus. That was the lowest ranked team in the second pot, so I'll take that. In the third pot, who would I like? I wouldn't like to play Borussia Dortmund. We played them in the first knockout round of last season's Champions League campaign, and they were definitely a decent side. But pretty much anyone else, I think, I will be relatively comfortable with. PSV, absolutely perfect. I'll take PSV all day long. And as for the last pot, I think I'll take anyone who comes. We've got Standard Liège, that's who we've got. So the group stage draw, Juventus, PSV and Standard. That is a decent draw. So in terms of what's happened in the Premier League since we last met in the Community Shield, we opened up our Premier League campaign with a 5-0 home win against Norwich. George Mendler got himself a hat-trick on his Premier League debut. James Puerta got himself a goal and Alberto Ilios got himself a goal. So our two new wing-backs who have come into the squad getting on the score sheet. I think Puerta also assisted a goal as well, which is absolutely fantastic, as did Ilios as well. So really started well, some of the new signings that were brought in and some of the loan players that were brought into the first team squad. We then went away to Watford and won 4-0. Mendler getting himself another goal, a double for Villa Libre, which is fantastic, and Alexander Isak getting himself a goal as well. And then a fantastic result against Arsenal. We sometimes struggle against Arsenal in the Premier League over the past few seasons, but we managed to win this one 3-0. Aaron Martin in the 15th minute opening the scoring, Alexander Isak in the 83rd, and Brent Beckiart made sure in the 91st minute. And then by far and away the most impressive result of them all so far, we went away to Manchester City and beat them 2-0. Alexander Isak put us in front in the 14th minute. We were a bit under the cosh at the beginning of the second half in particular, but George Mendler made sure in the 95th minute that we got the 3 points and we've started the Premier League not only unbeaten, not conceding whatsoever. So this is how the Premier League table looks so far. We are on 12 points after 4 games with no goals conceded and 14 goals scored. We are absolutely loving life so far. But as for today, we have Everton at home in the Premier League, so we'll get to that quickly. So we're here, it is game day against Everton, and this is how we're going to line up. Craig Davies in goal, Kotba, Aubrey and Felipe at the centre-half positions. Puerta and Aaron Martin will start as our wing-backs with Tonali, Watkins and Beckiart in the centre. Alexander Isak will lead the line alongside George Mendler. They line up with the formation that everybody in the AI controlled world lines up with the 2 defensive midfielders and the 4 up top. And we kick off shooting from right to left in this first half. I just hope we can keep our run going in terms of keeping clean sheets whilst also getting the wins. Obviously the wins are the most important, but the clean sheets are certainly nice as well. Padding Craig Davies' stats if nothing else. As we've got the opening highlight 6 minutes in, Brent Beckiart with the free kick. It is cleared, but he finds its way back out of Beckiart. Mendler in the box. What's happening? Something's happening. Puerta in the box. And he puts it away. James Puerta with his 3rd goal of the season from wing-back already, with plenty of assists to his name as well. A really good start 6 minutes in. Yeah, a bit of a weird one this would. I wasn't too sure how this was going to fall, but Mendler eventually finds Puerta on the right-hand side of the box and he slots it away with a decent finish, 1-0. And another highlight, Aaron Martin this time with the ball in. A false to Kotba, back to Martin. It seemed like he was offside there, but George Mendler puts it straight into Geronimo Rulli's hands. And maybe it's end highlight, maybe not. Alexander Isak pinches the ball from the Everton player. We'll try to find Puerta over on that right hand side, but we'll reset and we'll start again. The ball finds its way to Aaron Martin on the left hand side. He gets the ball in. What kiss? It was actually Alexander Isak who got his head on it, but it goes just over. Another highlight, Beckiart down the left hand side this time. He finds his way into the box. Excellent challenge by Dominguez for Everton, but Mendler, what a strike that is. 6th goal of the season for our new German. Good play by Beckiart to get himself into the box, but it was a hell of a challenge. Very fortunate. If you slide in the box, you've got to make sure. But then Mendler, what a finish that was. Low, on the ground, powerful. There was no chance for the keeper. 2-0. Final highlight of the first half, it must be. Puerta's got the ball on the right-hand side. He's cutting in, as he likes to do. Beckiart with a strike. Goes just wide. And that's it for the first half. A complete domination performance from us so far. 2-0 up. Everton are not getting back into this. Hopefully we can keep the clean sheet. Highlight now, Aaron Martin gets dispossessed on this left hand side, and can Everton break away? They can't. Aubrey with good covering in that centre back position. Puerta's got all the space in the world. Can he get a decent delivery in? He can. Mendel is there. The two combine again. This time Puerta is the assister and Mendel is the scorer, and we make it 3-0. Some decent play from us in the middle of midfield. Loads of space on this right hand side for Puerta to exploit, and a decent ball into front post, and Mendel, he started this season brilliantly. Highlight straight from kickoff, 53 minutes in now, and Everton come down the line on this right hand side with the ball, but we managed to get interceptions in, and we are now in possession. Mendel's got the ball on this left hand side now. Can he get the ball in? He can. Alexander Isaac, oh my god. You definitely would have put money on him putting that in the back of the net. 65 minutes in now, we're going to make our first change of the game, and despite the good game from Puerta, we are going to get him off as he is struggling a little bit, and we'll get Tenali off for Toussaint. 80 minutes in now, the second half is kind of just going away from us. We'll get Villalibre on for Watkis just to save his legs as well. 1.5 minutes to go in this game, and Wagnerman nearly gets himself a goal after coming on for Puerta, but it looks like this will be the final highlight of the game with only 40 seconds remaining. Wagnerman on this right hand side gets dispossessed by Nicholas Stark, and ref just put Everton out the misery. You know, we've all got things to do. And that's it, full time, West Ham 3, Everton 0, a thoroughly professional performance. There was at no point did I think Everton were ever going to score on that match. I don't think one highlight went their way in terms of an attacking chance. And that leaves the Premier League table looking like this. We are still top, 15 points, 17 goals scored, none conceded in 5 games. We are really, really taking the league by storm this season. But as we all know, it's the Champions League I'm worrying about. So I think I've decided I'm going to skip the standard game in terms of Champions League football. We are going to jump straight into the second game of our group stage and play PSV, and then we'll work out the rest as we go along. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you enjoy my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.